What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. I just wanted to make kind of a small little update. Had a couple things going on this week, but today I want to talk about kind of diving in a little bit into some Japanese grammar. If you want to support me and my channel, feel free to subscribe. I've got links down below if you want to support me in other manners. Follow me on social media at Seabolt Speaks. So I've come to the realization as I'm going through some stuff that I'm watching a couple of channels on YouTube in terms of native Japanese material. And I've come to the realization that I know a lot of words in Japanese. I know a lot more than I give myself credit for. However, I don't fully understand how to string them together. So this past week, I've basically been doing nothing but, now I still like kind of immerse in content and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying, but I've been doing a lot more grammar research. I've been watching videos. I found a couple of cool channels. There's a channel called Tokini Andy, Tokiandy. And he actually live streams like Genki lessons, which is pretty sweet. I've watched the first like 3 or 4 of those, but he also does like little short, quick, like 4 or 5 minute little skits involved around kind of understanding Japanese grammar, which has been really, really helpful. I actually reached out to him and asked if the next time I do a stream, if I could watch a couple of them on stream, and he said, yeah. Very, very good stuff, and that's helped me with some things. And I've also been watching a channel called Miku Real Japanese, and hers are way more in depth. It's like 35, 40 minutes of grammar lessons. And like I said, the reason that I'm doing this is because there's Japanese grammar is so important, man. Like, I know I made that video last week about word count and stuff, and word count definitely is important because you have to have the vocabulary to use, but there's so many different ways to do things in Japanese that you don't think about. And so, like, this week I've learned a couple of different things, like you shouldn't do something, like using the nai hogai form, or like you should, which is using the ta hogai, like using the different verb forms with like these couple of little words at the end in order to make it have an overall meaning, or kind of the idea that you should do something or this person should do something. So using that person or whatever, ni, and then the verb in the, I believe it's the te form followed by hoshi. Like, so I'm just trying to get all this stuff down because, like I said, there's a lot of words that I know, but I'm getting to the point to where until I can start grammatically putting them together, I'm still kind of lost. One thing that I have been doing is, because I do import like all the YouTube videos that I'll watch, like the natural Japanese, like I'll watch them on YouTube and I'll enjoy them and I'll really get the context of what's going on, but then I'll study the kind of the transcript and link. And so I will be sitting there, and one thing that I've done, and this has helped me a lot, I don't get stuck on stuff anymore. I used to get really bad where if I didn't understand a sentence, like I would spend, 10, 15, 20 minutes on the sentence trying to get it. If it's a sentence that I understand is probably a grammatical thing that I don't understand yet, I'll make a note and then I'll just keep going through the lesson. Because the next sentence might be something easy that I can understand, and then kind of boost that confidence back up. And so I've been getting through a lot more material that way, and then going back and trying to fine tune, because yes, I do want to understand everything, but at the end of the day, I don't think there's probably not a lot of stuff that you'll watch. Obviously, you could watch like Star Wars, and there's a couple of sentences in Star Wars where one sentence can make or break something. But like overall, the content that I'm watching right now, if I don't understand one sentence in its entirety, it's not really going to matter. Like it would kind of if you don't understand 80% of the sentences, but as long as I can kind of get through and kind of get a grasp and a gist of what's going on, I'm perfectly fine. And being able to move through the lessons has helped a lot. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to continue to dive into grammar this week. I'm going to spend, basically, I'm kind of dividing my time. I'm doing probably an hour or 2 of reading and listening. And then I'm spending, however long the videos are. Like if I watch a Tokini Andy video, it'll be 5 minutes, and then that's not usually the only grammar I'll do. And then I'll watch a Miku Real Japanese, and that's 30, 40 minutes. So I'm spending a lot more time on grammar in order to be able to put these pieces together. Like I have not a ton, but I would say I'm probably, I have a decent amount of puzzle pieces. Now I just have to kind of learn how to put them together. So, and I know a lot of grammar. Like I actually know a lot more Japanese grammar, again, than I give myself credit for. I think that my Japanese is it's not great, and that's why I'm working on it. And I'm not saying I could even pass an N5 test, but my goal is not test taking. My goal is conversation and comprehension, not test taking. But I think that my Japanese is better than what I give it credit for, and I'm still just trying to fine tune that. So yeah, right now my focus is to continue on with the grammar stuff, to continue going into that and continuing to add more words. I was doing some Anki decks and things like that, but you know, I've really found that just discovering words in the wild has been so much more beneficial to me, because what is the context that it's used in? And Japanese is a language where just because you understand the one meaning of it doesn't mean you're going to understand all the little subtle nuances of that word. So I've just been learning vocabulary via just via context, and that has helped tremendously. For example, the word customer, okyakusama, like, it's just not something that I probably would have just held on to if I would have looked at a flashcard, but seeing it in a context, you know, I speak to these customers come in, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, seeing it over and over in that context has helped the word stick in my head. So, and then there's some words that I struggle with, you know, there's some words like, what is the word? See, I can't even remember it. The word for like happy, like, I don't know. I'll stand here forever trying to think of it. But anyway, so there's some words on it, and that's fine. I'll go over the lesson again. I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I know exactly where I saw it, so I may go and preview that section again. But anyway, I just wanted to touch bases with you guys. I try not to let more than 7 days lapse in between a video, but just this week has been kind of a little bit crazy. So, but yeah, we're still going. So follow me on social media at Seabolt Speaks, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys soon in another video.